Boy, it was a close call for our basketball team against those pesky Pirates. You wonder if Captain Sparrow was probably around saying, "We may have deserved that." Only one game this past week for the Orange basketball team, but boy, it was a tough one. I knew Seton Hall might have been problematic because they said Seton Hall was pretty much one of the dark horses of the Big East this year. But you know, something just happened right down there in South Orange, New Jersey. But something really cold happened. And I don't think it was the giraffes coming into the arena. Boy, the shooting was terrible on both sides. Syracuse decided to revert back to their 80s form from the free throw line. You gotta wonder, did Derek Coleman, Billy Owens, and Matt Rowe and all of them suddenly come back on the Orange team? Boy, our free throw shooting was just horrendous, taking it from that Sprint commercial. But also, Seton Hall's shooting from behind the arc was also horrendous. But you know, them darn Pirates almost decided to rob the Orange of their dignity after we went up 54-40. That's when I thought, hey, 54-40 or fight. The old slogan from getting the Oregon country. But then suddenly Seton Hall decided to make a game of it. But Mr. Jardine, Mr. Joseph, and also in the second half, Mr. Trish, especially getting hot from behind the arc for the Orange. They helped lead the Orange to a narrow but pretty cool 61-56 victory in what was our first true road test of the year. I knew Seton Hall was going to be problematic, but that was a little too close for comfort. Just wait a few weeks from now when the Pirates come to the Dome, because Seton Hall, Villanova, and Georgetown are the three teams we played twice in Big East Conference play. And let's take a quick look up ahead. Coming tonight, heading down to Madison Square Garden down there. Or I don't know if it was Madison Square Garden or maybe St. John's other arena. But you know, it's the resumption of a rivalry that was pretty big back in the 80s. Back when Louis Carnesecca was the coach of them. St. John's is the next opponent for the Orange. And St. John's has got a pretty senior-laden team this year. And the Red Storm could maybe sneak up and do something they haven't done in a while against the Orange. Win. Although I hope that won't happen. But you can't count out St. John's. They look like a pretty good team. And from wherever he's living now, I think he still lives in the New York area, Mr. Carnesecca would definitely approve of this St. John's team this year. And also looking ahead, Saturday, a big test. Even if they did lose their first game of the season, the Bearcats of Cincinnati come into the Loud House. And the Bearcats definitely have been on a tear so far. Boy, and as I said, this is the start of the big meat of the schedule. St. John's, Cincinnati, and on the horizon, Pittsburgh and Villanova coming up. This is going to really test the Orange's mettle. We're heading into the teeth of the Big East, Orange fans. And let's take a quick look at the football team for a minute. Ishaq Williams still is holding everybody in suspense with his choice. Everybody thought he was going to make it at the Army All-American Bowl. But Williams decided to keep the meat dangling in front of us. But you know, doing that's like dangling meat in front of Old Yeller. Of course, at the end of that movie, they shot Old Yeller. He just can't decide between the Orange, Notre Dame, or Penn State. Mr. Williams, do us a favor. Make your decision. We're getting a little tired of this. We want you to come to the Carrier Dome, play in the Loud House. Everybody will want it, especially Doug Marrone and his Renaissance. And also, I hear that we've re-upped a nice little rivalry. Tulane is going to be on the schedule this year and next year, going down to the Bayou and coming to the Loud House. I remember all those years ago when I was at the Dome for Tulane's only win against the Orange. Boy, did I feel low. That was the game after we score a touchdown. John Flannery gets ejected because a fight breaks out near the goal line. You know, let's hope that doesn't happen. We've played 7 times and won 6 of those. And I bet against the Green Wave we can win 2 more times. That'll be a colorful game, I should say. The Green Wave and the Orange. And last but not least, with Tulane coming on the schedule, you gotta wonder in the next 3 years if any of the new teams coming into the FBS decide to schedule the Orange. I'm talking about Texas San Antonio, Texas State, and South Alabama. In the next 3 years, all 3 of them join the FBS. But the thing is, you gotta wonder, with Texas San Antonio's nickname being the Roadrunners, how come South Dakota State doesn't jump up to the FBS? The Roadrunners and the Coyotes. Boy, that would make SU fans go beep beep if they were to schedule either one of those. Well, you know, Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner probably would agree, even if he gets all his products from Acme. Well, that's a look at everything Orange this week. Just wait. We're heading into the teeth of the Big East. I'm Ken Haas. That's my story for this week, and I'm sticking to it.